morning. I'm very happy to be here with you in Sivas. One of the most important Iranian astronomers, Qutbuddin Shirazi, wrote two of his important books in this year, and I'm very happy and joyful that here with you. My topic about geometric masterpieces in Iranian windows. But before I begin the main topic, historian context, explain the historian context. Lattice windows are made from many different materials, such as metal, stone, wood, and ceramic. For example, in France, we see Holy Remis Cathedral, in Taj Mahal in India, Iran, and Uzbekistan. Wooden lattice windows have different names, shapes, and history in different countries. For example, in Saudi Arabia, they are called rawashin. In South and East Asia, they are known in jali. In Japan, the name is komiko. In North Africa, people use the term mashrabiya, and in Iran, this art is called giresazi. So, in this presentation, I will focus on wooden lattice windows in Iran, which are known as giresazi. People in past used these windows for many practical and reasons. They contributed to natural ventilation. They reduced the heat and brightness of sunlight inside the rooms. They provided privacy because people outside couldn't see in the house easily. They also made the buildings more beautiful and elegant. And in Iran, a special called orosi used stained glass. The colors of the glass help to keep insects away from the rooms. Some sources say that giresazi began in the Seljuk period, but because wood decays faster than stone or metal, it's not easy to know the exact beginning of this art. What is very clear is that the Safavid period was the time of its greatest development. During this time, wooden structures were combined with stained glass. In Europe, stained glass was used together with metal. But in Iran, stained glass combined with wooden, and it's unique. The main types of wood used in giresazi were boxwood, jujube, and plane tree. These woods were chosen because they are fine-grained and easy to care. They are strong and durable, and they have a beautiful natural color. In making these windows, no nails, no glue are used. They are made only from wood because in heat and cold, the expansion and contraction of different materials could damage the wood. Instead, the craftsmen use a method with mortise and tenon joint where pieces of wood fit tightly into each other. This technique made in windows strong and stable. And the last presentation, you can see many windows from Iran and work with them and see their technique. There were three main types of wooden lattice windows: windows without glass, windows with glass, that name is orosi, and Another type, solid lattice windows. That name is alat and logat. Do you know? The alat and logat patterns are often used in ceiling and the lower doors. It's different from a pattern of the overseas and the glass with the window without glass. And this presentation, I focus design of without glass and overseas. Overseas windows can be divided into two main design categories: geometric design and floral and Islami design. And this presentation, I focus geometric design. Pattern of Gheresazi is different from tile work and mirror work. One difference is that the number of motifs used in Gheresazi is much more limited. There are also some motifs in Gheresazi that we don't see in tile work or mirror work. In addition, their construction method is not always based on polygons. Now, let us look some examples. The geometric designs of Gheresazi can be divided into simple patterns and complex patterns. The simple patterns are based on basic shapes such as squares, rhombuses, hexagons, and octagons. The complex patterns are created by combining these simple shapes, and they can be divided into several groups: 6-pointed and 12-pointed star patterns, 8-pointed and 16-pointed star patterns, and 10-pointed star patterns, and composite patterns. Now, based on this classification, let us analyze some examples of Iranian window patterns. As I said before, the simple design are created from basic shapes such as the square, hexagon, rhombuses, and so on. For example, this work comes from the shrine of Sheikh Safiuddin Ardebili in the 16th century. As you can see in the figure, the pattern is made by combining squares and octagons. I will explain later how the motifs can be divided into small parts. For now, we will analyze and compare the design based mainly on the method polygons. In the patterns I studied, in the group of 6-pointed and 12-pointed star patterns, all designs are created from only 8 motifs: Şems-i, the dokonal, Şems-i, toranj, tabl, sheshband, and çaharlenge. In the first example of this group is from the Sayyid Mosque built in 20th century in Isfahan. As you can see, this design is made by combining the motifs I just mentioned. All the angles in this pattern are multiples of 30 degrees. In fact, we can say that in all these 6-pointed and 12-pointed star patterns, the motifs are based on multiples of 30 degrees. Except for some special cases that I will explain later. As you can see, this design is made by combining motifs I just mentioned. The next design comes from the Holy Shrine of Hazrat Masumeh. In this example, the central Şems-i, this one, the central Şems-i could have been divided into smaller parts, which would have increased the structural strength. This pattern also created from the same motifs before, but with a difference. The dodecagonal is added between aerial motifs. Do you see? This pattern, when added, the dodecagonal in here, and expanded the pattern, and we have a new pattern, and space, and we added many motifs in the space place. In fact, one important method of creating new pattern is to insert extra motifs into the original pattern. The next pattern, which I personally like very much, belongs to the Jame Mosque of Abdul Azim Hassani from Qajar period. This design is also made from the same motifs as before, but the arrangement is different. Another example comes from the wooden windows of Arge Karim Khan, dating back to 18th century. This pattern is built from three motifs: Shamsa, dodecagonal, and table. And you see all of the degrees. All of the degrees multiple 30. This example is another work of Gursazi. It's kept in the Quran Museum of Imam Reza Holy Shrine. We can also see the same design in tile work. So it's a pattern shared by both tile work and Gursazi. This pattern is also made from three motifs placed together in this way. Here is another Qajar period design, now preserved in the Museum of Imam Reza Holy Shrine. This one is also created from the same motifs as the previous pattern, but with some difference. Can you find out difference? Yes? Compare this one and this one. General pattern is same together. Both of them have three motifs, and but the subdivision is different. Do you know the dodecagonal subdivision is from, and another is this. In the left design, so we can say even changing the position of a single motif can lead a new pattern. Let us compare these two designs. What happened here? Do you know? In the left design, in the right design, the polygons are aligned on the same line. This small change forced the designer to add one more motif. So we can say even changing the position of a single motif can lead to a new pattern. The compared pattern comes from Safavid window, which is now kept in the Museum of Imam Reza, and you can see detail of them. And the next design comes from the Dome of Solhaniye, dating back to Ilkhani period. This pattern is built only from two motifs: an octagon and a çaharlenge. The next one belongs to the Safavid period. This pattern is also often used as a border of doors and Gursazi windows. This design is also built from two motifs, Dodokogan and Çaharlenge. The main point is how to the decagonal is subdivided. When we rotate the form of 45 degrees, the subdivision creates a more harmonious and balanced design with the horizon. So another factor that helps us create new patterns is the rotation of shapes and sometimes even of a single motif. The next pattern is this one, which we will work on today. It's kept in the museum of Imam Zahali Shrine and belongs to Safavid period. 12-pointed tilework patterns. The angles of motifs are usually multiple of 30 degrees, but you look closely at this design, the angles don't follow that rule. For example, this angle is 98, and these angles are 98, 105. Earlier we said the Gursazi patterns are different from tile work and mirror work. From this slide onward, we will see this difference more clearly. Because of this difference, we cannot easily use polygon methods to draw the pattern. We must use the traditional Iranian method instead. This is another design very similar to the previous one. We will also draw this today too. But what is the difference of together? Do you know? Do you see? Yeah. And subdivision is different. Yes. One difference is in polygons. In the top design, we have a 24-sided polygon. While in the lower design, we have a dodecagonal. These change our angles of some motifs. Also, the subdivisions are different, so another way to create new Gursazi patterns is by changing the number of polygon sides. The next pattern belongs the 8-pointed and 16-pointed star families. They are made of same motifs but with different angles. Toranj, Şems-i, tabl, çaharlenge. The first design we will study is this one. It comes from the Hazrat Masumeh Halil Shrine. In this one, the angles of, in tile work, the angles of 8-pointed and 16-pointed star patterns are usually multiple of 45 degrees. But here, the angles are different again. Sometimes we have a new motif. For example, this motif is different from tile work, and angles is different from 8 and 16 pointed star. For example, 101, 79 degrees. This is the next pattern. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a good photo of this pattern. Here too, we see usual angles measurement is different. This is the next pattern this of 10-pointed star pattern. Such design use motifs like Shesh Davati. The name is Shesh Davati, Toranj, çaharlenge, and a kind of polygon. Here again, as an example, we can see in the window borders of Arge Karim Khan. Here again, unlike in 10-pointed star patterns of tile work, where angles are usually multiples of 36 degrees, we don't see that rule. For example, here we have angles of 29 and 63 degrees. We also have composite patterns. Let us now examine one of them. This image shows the windows of Çehel-Sütun Palace, composed of 12-pointed and 9-pointed star patterns, and I think it's very beautiful. Here you can see the angles of the motifs used in design. So far, we have looked at several Görsazi patterns in general. Each motifs. So far, we have looked at several Görsazi patterns in general. Each motif has been subdivided, but what could be the reason for this subdivision? In Görsazi, structure strength is crucial. The pattern must not only preserve beauty, but also provide stability. One method, as mentioned earlier, is the construction technique itself using mortise and tenon joints. Another is design model. Have you ever noticed a spider web? Its network structure increases stability despite the weakness of its material. The same principle applies in Görsazi. Subdivisions create a network structure that enhances strength. In addition, the center of gravity is one of the most crucial points in any structure. Considering careful attention to this principle, in the following slides, we will examine this aspect more closely. For example, in 6-pointed and 12-pointed star subdivision, the shapes above cover relatively large areas. Creating a network inside these shapes is essential. As you see, this has been achieved in various ways. For example, 4 ways for subdivision. The method of subdivision depends on the scale of polygon. For example, a large dodecagonal is subdivision in one way, while a smaller dodecagonal is subdivision differently. Do you know? See? When the dodecagonal is big, we can subdivide it different, but it's small, only the same. And in the motifs below, which cover smaller areas, the center of gravity becomes the dominant factor. Here are more examples of motifs from different patterns. We want to conclude. We can say that Görsazi differs from tile work and mirror works because its goal is fundamentally different. With a more limited set of motifs, polygons, Şems-i, tabs, and blah blah blah. Artisans had to design windows that not only achieved beauty, but also managed light, ensured ventilation, and maintained high structural strength. And Iranian architects and craftsmen successfully embodied all these qualities in traditional windows through their unique techniques and design principles. To generate new design in Gersazi, they employed several strategies. For example, adding new motifs, rotating motifs, shifting motifs, and changing the number of polygon sites. Thank you for your attention. Yes. And you can work with them and see techniques. Two of them is alat and luqat. Do you know? It's back.
There is another video.
Stained glass. At first, draw it and then draw another.
This is the first pattern, right?
You know pattern one.
Pattern. Okay. So please wait just for a second so we can do it now with the application.
اول رأسای مربع رو به هم وصل می‌کنیم تا قطرها درست شن.
Okay. Okay, so first of all, we connect the vertices of this square together.
and عمود منصف ها رو دوباره رسم می‌کنیم. وسط اجزا رو به هم وصل می‌کنیم.
Right now we divide it into two parts again from this and this part.
دهانه پرگار به اندازه نصف ضلع مربع باز می‌کنیم. Then we draw a circle that compass open the half of the side of the square and draw a circle. And then draw circles this here, this here, this here, this here.
So how many circles do we have now?
This one.
4. So we drew. Eight. Okay.
Okay. And then we must connect many points together. For example, one point to center and extend. نه اینا هستش، آماده هستش، فقط میخوام بدونن که چجوری تقسیم شده. Do you know? And then this point connect to center and extend to the side of square.
Okay, so now let's go for designing.
اولش دهانه پرگار رو به اندازه OE باز میکنیم.
So we should open the compass in the size of O, the points O and C.
OE.
O and E, sorry. O and E.
We are going to find this star within the circle. That's why
We are
we're
going to find
this star here.
Yes.
star.
Just stay with us.
یه سرکل دیگه میکشیم دهانه پرگار به اندازه OH باز میکنیم.
So we are going to draw another circle, and the opening of our compass is O to H, from here to here. Yeah. Okay, we all have the second circle.
Okay. We have many points. It's signed.
Here, these points.
This. And
We should
I think it's good to annotate the points. Yeah, it will be helpful. So, the first sets of points are on the first circle that we draw. The first one is the top point, where this line and the circle are cutting each other. And then you jump one division. Then you jump one division and draw the second one. And then jump another division and draw the other one. And we carry on the whole circumference of the circle.
pay attention. All of the lines don't go to inside the Şems-i. All of the line we must outside the Şems-i. Okay?
It means that can you see the points here? Some of them are upper, some of them are more down. Right? We have to do it from the upper side. Okay.
It's finished. Yes. The pattern of line is finished. And we can extend it with mirror or transfer. For example, I deleted helpful line.
Can you remember those lines that they were already made and they were printed? So we can delete them so we can see the real design.
This is.
This is your artwork.
And when I mirror it, okay, we have یه نکته ای بهشون بگو در مورد این 8 ضلعیه میخوام صحبت کنم. این 8 ضلعیه وسط. We can draw it regular when we draw a circle and this line connect with it. Do you? But the corner is very sharp, corner of it. The corner of it is very sharp when octagon is regular, and if it's irregular is more than beautiful from regular. And in all of the work of Iranian, we have irregular octagon. In Gerasazi. Can you difference? Can you see difference? Yes. the corner of this is very sharp, but another not sharp, and this is beautiful, more beautiful than the other.
Which one is beautiful?
Irregular.
Irregular.
Yes.
Which is
What
very
do you-
common in Iranian work art. So.
Yes. And what's your idea? Which one is better? Irregular. Okay. In this pattern, the point of E is here. Do you see? And this pattern, the point of E move to level. This here. Okay? And in this pattern, we draw a circle that across of point of E. But in the pattern, we draw a circle that tangent to E. Momas tangent. We must open the compass OE. Yeah.
So O is the center, and make a circle with the compass with A onto E.
Another circle, the same of last pattern, we must draw from center, and the radius is OH. We draw two circles. One of them radius is OE, and another radius is OH. The name of this motif is table. Okay, the angles of two tables is different from together. Do you know? Because we have 12-sided polygon, and this pattern we have 24-sided polygon. When we have two-sided, that the angle of tab is different from here, you know? And we have two different patterns. Okay. The next level, you must draw the decagonal. This one to this one.
But can you pay attention to this when you can see it's drawing in it? You got it.
We have 4 octagons at the corner. This one.
At the
Yeah. And finish. Okay.
Okay, are you done? Okay.
با میره رو ترانسفر هم میتونیم گسترشش بدیم.
Okay, you are with us? So when you have the pattern, you can tessellate it by mirroring or transferring.
Transfer, yes.
Yeah, so it's one of those patterns that you have the two options for tessellating. And now we are going to learn how to thicken the lines. In Farsi we call that dobande, means two bands, two lines. And the English term is interlace.
We have three methods for this work. One of them with system and used from parallel code. And another method, one of them is hududi. With ruler, and another method with compass. Okay, and we learn all of them, and then you can choice of one of them. اینجا ساده شد. یه دونه کلن ساده. همین طرح نباشه یعنی؟ چه من کنم بکنم؟
When you are working with a software, you have the tool of drawing parallel lines, which makes your life much easier. And then, for example, you are using CAD now, so you have the parallel code. And then you,
اندازه‌شو مشخص می‌کنی؟
yeah, you give it a specific size, and then very easily you can draw the parallel lines to each of the lines.
یک زیاده. For
example, she gave 0.5, the 0.5 of her unit for thickness of the parallels, and this is how she can thicken the lines very easily and very fast because we have the advantage of using the software. Okay. And the other method, like now that we don't have the dropbox compass now, and you are not using the software, we can use something. We can use our rulers to put, 2 or 3 millimeters mark on this side of the line, another mark on this side of the line, then connecting the marks to each other and draw the parallel line. This is not very accurate, but it works, and I think it is going to work for now.
میایم بهشون یاد میدیم الان.
And we will walk between you guys, and we can show you how to do that. I think we can thicken one of the patterns to, see how it will look.
Thank you for your attention. I appreciate for your time, for your energy, and I hope see you soon in ITC. Thank you.